So I am out for my warm-up before the Run Garioch Half Marathon. It's a lovely sunny day, but when I woke up this morning at 7:30, it's not a breath of wind. So it was going to be a glorious day for the run. An hour later the wind's starting to get up. I don't know if you can hear it on the microphones, but it's up to 20-25 miles an hour now, so I head back to the start now, back downhill. So I am extremely nervous. This is the first big race I've done in 4 years. I ran the Edinburgh Half Marathon 4 years ago. Did pretty well, but then I still had the residual fitness of running Chicago Marathon a few months before that. So, but it's been 4 years since then, so I'm really rather nervous. No idea how this is going to turn out. It's hilly, it's windy, but I'm also in good shape, so anything could happen. I set my watch so it's not going to show me my pace. I don't want to be guided by that. So anything under 140 I think I'll be happy with, but we'll see how we get on.
Spending money like I just got paid. $100 bills, tell them keep the change. Come on. Pop a bottle, about to make it rain. Let me give you something now to celebrate. Come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so good. I see the world through my thrift store shades, rose-colored lenses and a fake gold frame. Come on. Playing old rock songs on an air guitar, posing for your picture like a superstar. Yeah, come on. And if you're wondering why I move the way I do, I just feel so good. Oh, I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so
Hill. Wind.
so good, good, good. Oh, I just feel so good. If you feel it, just dance along. Keep the feeling going on and on. If you feel it, just dance along, dance along, dance along. Yeah. If you feel it, just dance along. Got to keep the feeling going on and on. Yeah. If you feel it, just dance along, dance along. Oh, it just feels so good. I just feel so good, good, good. Oh, 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 I just feel so
I'm done. I'm back in the van. I just walked out from the finish. It is now raining out there. I don't know if you can see everything moving around with the wind. The van's moving around. It was horrible. I mean, at least the sun was out. I got some video hopefully to show that the sun was out, but the wind was horrible. But having said that, 1:34.46. That's about 40 seconds faster than I've ever run a half marathon before, and in conditions like this, with the amount of climbing and everything that was in it, which cost me easy a couple of minutes, going up the big hill at 10 miles. I must have been, I don't know, because I turned pace off on my watch. I must have been doing 10-minute mile pace because it was into the wind up a hill. But then I started off with a 6:36, and that was with starting right at the back. I was like one of the last people over the line to start with, and then I had to weave through a bunch of people in the first mile, and I still did 6:36, and then I was 6:58, and then I was basically under 7:30 for the rest of them. And there's one that was 7:50, and there's a couple of miles that were just uphill into a 20-30 mile an hour headwind, and about had a big wobble around about mile 6 or 7 where I really wanted to stop, or I wanted to just not so much stop. I just wanted to I'm not going to. The conditions mean I can take it easy, and I'll just phone it in and jog back to the finish. But I carried on going. I found I was working hard up the hills. I was just running on my heart rate really. It sat around about 160. And if it got up to 162, 163, I knew I was going too fast. So on the uphills, if it got to that, then I would slow down and then people go past. But then the thing was, they'd go past on the uphills, but then I would cream them on the downhills because I was still trying to keep my heart rate up, whereas they were recovering on the downhills. I was pushing it on the downhills. I like mile 9. I think it was mile 9. We had an uphill where I didn't realise where the course went. I ran the wrong course when I did my my recce run. And I think I had a 6:30 or something there because there's a massive downhill, and then I had a Spring Energy Rush drink gel just before I got to the big hill, and then the last 5k are pretty hard, and even though 3/4 of the last mile is downhill, there's a kicker of an uphill at the start of that mile, and there was people laughing because my face was just like, I couldn't believe how hard I was working. My heart rate was up to about 170 going up this hill, and I knew it was going to be close to get under 135 for the rest of the race until about mile 9, mile 10. I thought, I'm just going to miss it. I'll be 136, 137, and then just trying to push it down the last hill, and then maybe the course is 13.1 miles, but the mile markers cannot be in the right places. Because I went through 13 miles. I tried to run the shortest route I could. Obviously your GPS on your watch, it might be out by a bit. But I went through the 13 mile marker on the road, and my watch said 12.98 or something. I was past the 13 mile marker before my watch beeped for 13 miles. And then by the time I got to the finish, I was at 13.3. So I last time I checked, a half marathon was 13.1. Now I say my watch could just be out a bit, but there's no way it's out by 200%. So the 13 mile marker was in the wrong place. But then my watch beeped. I was just past the 12. I was just past the 12 mile marker when it beeped, and then I was just past the 13 mile marker. So that was a mile. There was a few where my watch was way before, and then the next mile I was just after. So they weren't. They can't put them exactly where the miles are, but you could see where they'd written on. They'd spray painted the mile markers, and then there was other places, and then they crossed them out, and then the mile marker was a bit further on. So I don't know if it was exactly 13.1, or it's just because where they want to have the start and finish it specifically has to go where it goes, which is right at the entrance to the Geary Sports Centre. So maybe they can't get exactly 13.1 miles. So I went through 13.1 in like 1:33 something. So it wasn't. That was impressive, and if it had been flat and if it had been not windy, then who knows. But I'm chuffed with 134 to get under 135. I'd had a couple of 135 runs, and I didn't think I was going to do it, so it shows I was in pretty good shape. So now it is absolutely hammering down out there. I mean, it's what, 2 hours now since the start, so there's still people out there in this, and that's not going to be fun for the last 5k or something. People that are going to take 2.5 hours. There's people out there walking as well. I mean, the weather is grim. Even rain on the windscreen. So I'm going to go in the trampoline place, so I'm going to get changed. Try not to smell too much, and go and have a well-deserved hot dog and chips, I think, or something nice anyway to fill my stomach up. But yeah, roll on London.